Hey, what's up, YouTube? Car Addict here again. I guess I understated the SI differences. I'm getting quite a few comments on it. I know there's more than I just mentioned. I'm sure the sway bar is even thicker than my EXT, but I can get this Type R sway bar for like 80 bucks. So little things like that don't really matter. And yes, the MSRP difference is only about 2,500 bucks, but we all know how the MSRP works with the Type R. All I know is from my dealership, I was able to get the EXT for 800. I think that's it. 800 below MSRP. I was going to be able to get the SI for about 500 over. So there's another 1,300 or so, because neither one's like an exact figure. So that adds up to a lot more of a difference than just $2,400. And about mod for mod, the SI will be faster. It's a lower compression engine with a barely different turbo. So actually, realistically, having the lower compression, if you had the same exact turbo, same exact boost pressure, this should be more powerful. Of course, you can trade compression for boost, but just maxing out the same turbo on both, higher compression should win. As long as it's able to do so safely, which the difference is so minor between the two. Somebody apparently has ran a 13.1 in an SI on stock tires. Well, an SI has 235s that maybe that was, I don't even know if you still have the option, but maybe they're optional summer tires or something like that. The SI probably has some 235s that are good tires. The EXT had 215s that were meant for fuel economy. So saying the SI did it on stock tires doesn't really mean the same thing as if you were to say the EXT did so-and-so on stock tires. Now, also, I saw a video, stop talking please, sweetheart. I saw a video, a guy did a 14, I want to say 14.9 or something like that, at 94, I don't know what, in a stock SI. And then with a custom tune on 93, but no bolt-ons, I think he ran a 14.3, something like that. 14.5 actually. I don't think it was even that good, as good as a 14.3. Car and Driver, I think stock they did get like a 14.7, 14.6, 90 at the mid 90s. I don't remember. Now the guy that got a 13.1, yes, that's a lot faster than my 13.7. And obviously, like I'm saying, he has the slightly bigger turbo, so he does have a benefit there for now. Guaranteed, well, not guaranteed, but I would assume he has the clutch to be able to hold the power to run that time. Because I don't think just getting off the line better would be enough to cut a 13.7 to a 13.1, because that's a pretty good increase right there. But does he also have the front mount intercooler and the full down pipe and mid pipe, not just the, because all I have is the front section of the modular RV6, so I'm not even all the way to the bottom of the block yet before it's back to 2.5, or right about the bottom of the oil pan, I mean, is where it's back to 2.5, where the guys with the PRL setup, they're 3-inch all the way to behind the subframe. Now, I forget exactly what they claim they're doing for all their different parts, but PRL has their SI with the clutch, their new cold air intake, their full piping kit and intercooler. Well, stop doing that. Their full down pipe and mid pipe, and I mean, what are they pushing now? It's like 280 horsepower, 345 foot-pounds or something, which is good. But every time they come out, they got the same parts, more power. Stop putting your feet on my console, please. So they didn't just right away make that power. They spent time tuning it. I'm sure K-tuners come out with some more tables or whatever for actual tuners to play with. So the fact that I got my car tuned months ago, at least 10 software revisions ago, 2 firmware revisions ago, in only a few pulls, I'm sure it's not like completely perfected. It does run very good, but I'm sure I could take it back to him right now and get more, especially if I had the clutch. Man, I'm rambling longer than I wanted to. So I don't believe the statement mod for mod the SI will be faster, because aside from that turbo, now with the turbo the SI has, sure, mod for mod, you might make a little less power each time. Once the drop-in turbos come into play, mod for mod, it should basically be the same, or I would actually think it might favor the EXT. Fueling could come into play, but then again, with my spare money, I could buy a SI, high pressure fuel pump. I forget which one does what. One of them you can disassemble, one you got to cut apart. But if you make a hybrid out of the two, say you have X amount more fuel in the SI than the EXT. If you make the hybrid, you have X amount more than the SI. So with my savings, I could build a better fuel pump than the SI, and then say when the drop-in turbo of the SI maxes out the fueling, I have more headroom. So yes, the SI is superior. I'm not gonna claim it's not, but when you could easily take and say you only had 25 grand tops. You did not want to spend more than 25 on the car, counting mods. Which, I mean, if you're like me, modding is basically an entire lifetime event. It never stops. So that's a hard argument to justify, but I could get the EXT, build the fuel pump, probably get a drop-in turbo. At that point, intake and exhaust and stuff might become a restriction. I could do all that. There's a chance to get all that done for 25. Should be pretty doable, especially doing the parts or the labor yourself. Now, stock SI, even a stock SI with a tuner and stock clutch and everything, will get obliterated by an EXT with the upgraded fuel pump, turbo, clutch, down, I mean, whatever. It wouldn't even be close in a straight line. The SI might have stiffer bushings and active suspension and whatever, but for the little bit of spirited driving I can do around here, this thing sticks to the road pretty damn good around corners with these wide sticky tires. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Alright, well, I gotta get in the store and get some stuff for lunch tomorrow, so I'm gonna go, but let's see if we can get one. Say, thanks for watching, YouTube.
Thanks for watching YouTube.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, here. Alright.
Again.
Later.
Now I know I'm behind there.
Alright, we'll do that one outside, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
That was the one.